Shalom, Lord Christ.
Shalom, Lord Christ.
Hey, Shabbat.
Khan Khan.
Look, give me 1 minute. Hold on. Yeah, can you take over for me for like 2 minutes? I'm doing something on the phone when it comes to sharing the classes and stuff.
Khan, sir.
All right, the water.
On the bar. Shalom, Israel. It's the Isupk. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. And since 1969, we've been teaching that the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the biblical Jews that the Bible speaks of. You know, this is a critical time to learn who we are, according to these scriptures, because we're not getting who we are. You know, we could, as far as we could date back as to slavery, we don't know who we are prior to that. And, you know, it's the oppressor's job to keep us duped down to where we are. You look at what's going on in the news, this last presidential race, and to this week, if you're in our community here and you believe that you're a true biblical Jew that the Bible speaks of, you see that some of these fake Israelites, you know, are trying to take the helm from what the Most High set up. The ISUBK 1 West is the home of the truth. And since 1969, nobody's infiltrated this group. We haven't had anybody step in here and teach anything different than what Commander General Yohana is laying flat for all the men under him and all the other generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers. You know what I mean? We follow suit, and there's different members of the body. And no matter what our role is in this truth, in the ISUPK, it's up to every officer and trooper to follow the rank and order. And that's what's lacking in life at home. You know what I mean? For some of our children growing up. Let me start at Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. That word holy means separate. So this Bible here is the Holy Bible. It's a separate Bible, right? The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself. Today, this is where the confusion lies, because why? We just think we're just a so-called another black, Hispanic, or Native Indian. And the oppressor gave us that name. So why? We can't look back in here and know that we're a holy, special people. Those holy, special people that the Most High God is speaking of is Israel. And guess what he said? He wants us to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. So we're not equal to any other nation of people on this earth, right? But if you leave it up to Donald Trump, you leave it up to the Christian church, right? You're just going to get fed a lie. They took this Apocrypha out of the Bible here, right? So now we try to get a 1611 edition of the King James version of the Bible, and it'll come with this Apocrypha in it. But they do different things. They try to add, take away different books, get all these separate books. But this Bible has stand the test of time. It stood the test of time. And you know, the Christian church, they say we all come from Adam. We all come from Adam, right? That's another lie they throw in there because they don't want you to find scripture I'm going to pull in 2nd Ezra, chapter 6 and 54. It says, after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures. Who's Adam? We know Adam's from the Garden of Eden, right? It says, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen. So everybody came from Adam, right? We know the Most High chose who? Israel, black, Hispanics, and Native Indians, out of all the people on the face of the earth, to be that special people, right? All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes. The world made earth here, right? For the kingdom of Israel, for our sakes. Why are we in these conditions? Why don't we know who we are? That's because we have an oppressor ruling over us, doing things like simply taking the Apocrypha out of the King James Version of the Bible so you can't read this and link the two. As for the other people whom also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing, and be like unto spittle. So think of these other people on the nation of the earth, outside of blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, are nothing according to the Most High. Just like spittle. When you're speaking, you're being aggressive and passionate. You might see a spittle, something shoot out the side of your mouth, right? That's what the Most High thinks of these other nations. And has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. So like a bucket. You're taking a bucket out to wash your car wash. All that water that's dumping out to the side, you're not worried about that. All the bloodshed is from these wars that are going on. Remember, he made the world for Israel's sake. So all this war going on has to come about for Yahweh Shai to come back. Salakia, sir. Let me know when you want to take over the helm.
Hey, Most High Christ, man.
Kamaka.
All right. Shalom, Israel. I'm preaching officer of 1,000, Thamayom. I got with me preaching officer of 50, Shabbat. All right. And shalom to Drew Boy K in Tallahassee, Florida. Shalom. Shalom, Jordan Jackson in Gainesville. Okay. Shalom, Israel. I guess it's not my bad. Freddie checking in from I don't know where in Florida, but you're in Florida. All right. Shalom, Shayarat, Panama City, and Shalom, La Rosa. All right. Today's class is about we can oppress the oppressor. And what I mean by that is you hear us say all the time, or you say Cocoa, Florida. Okay, Cocoa, Florida. My bad. Cocoa, Florida. All right. Okay. When I say that we can oppress the oppressor, you hear us say a lot of times that all we gotta do is separate, stop celebrating their holidays. Let's come together. You know, we say this all the time in truth. You know, but why it takes for a president like Donald Trump to get into office, to start making laws against blacks and Hispanics, for us to see that, oh, now we should boycott. We should boycott Target. We should boycott this store. We should boycott any organization that's, don't support black and Hispanic, employment or, equal opportunity, affirmative, what do you call affirmative action, anybody that want to be a part of white supremacy, be a part of the Trump, what Trump got going on. Yeah. They said we got people that say we should boycott them now. We should boycott these places. And these people that say we should boycott these places are Christians. Right. One of the Christians that's saying this is Al Sharpton. Okay. What we got to understand is there's a way more better solution than boycotting, places in America. Okay, because if you look at the definition of boycotting, it's not gonna actually really help us. It's like I can put it. I'm gonna get the definition for y'all. Okay, I like showing you the real definition of a word, so you get a better understanding. All right. So I'm gonna read the definition to you. Give me 1 minute.
Salakia Adawan.
Go ahead.
Officer Yeshaya is in the class. I don't know if you want to send him the things you sent me. He might be able to read it while he's on the stream.
Okay. Yeshaya. I can't hear him.
It said audio only. He was in the class.
Oh, okay. Yeshaya.
Hey, shalom, Adawan.
Oh, shalom, Lord Christ. I thought I had added to the class. My bad, warrior. Okay.
No,
okay. Yeah, after I read the definition, I'll go ahead and send that stuff to Yeshaya. Damn, you can't do it. Okay, I'm gonna send it to you. You shy. I remember you said you can't do nothing, right, Shabar, because you're working with one device, right?
Kind of kind.
All right. Let me read the definition real quick of boycotting. Give me 1 minute. Like you. Trying to find it. I just had it. Like you. Give me 1 minute. Okay, here we go. Okay. The definition of boycott: to withdraw from commercial or social relations with country, organizations, or person as a punishment or protest. Okay. Now, that's what I have a problem with. Okay. Al Sharpton or the rest of these Christians, you just want to protest, against these organizations for a temporary moment. This is to teach them a lesson. You know, you so-called giving them a little punishment for not acknowledging black, and brown people, but it's not gonna last, forever. It's just temporary, and you're gonna go right back to these people. You're gonna give them right back your love. You're gonna give them all your love back. You know what I mean? And that's what I don't want to do. I want this to be permanent.
Slaki.
Go ahead, Warren.
Slaki. So if I could, this boycott or the boycott that they want, it seems almost like they are boycotting to be accepted by the oppressor. So
That's
you
right.
need to. It's either it's we're gonna boycott or you accept us. Give us that little crumb that you gave us, because the crumbs that fell off the table before was okay, but now you're giving less crumbs. So we're gonna boycott so that we can get some more crumbs. So like,
Right.
yeah, you know.
All right. All right, Warren. Yo, man, like you doing all this performance and this all this, acting out and don't want to support Target, don't want to support these certain places, you know, that's what they call DEI. Yeah, any place that that want to cut down their DEI program, you want to protest against them and stuff. Like, why, why, why don't we just do what God told us to do and separate from from all these places?
Right.
Give me 1 minute. 1 minute. It's like,
Kind of kind.
uh,
Kind of kind.
take over quick.
Salakia. As Officer Tamayam and Officer Yashai were saying, the boycotting, if you look back, the Colin Kaepernick movement, just kneeling, right? The minute he got a chance to get back with the NFL, he did. So was it a message that was behind that kneeling? Was it going to be forever long? He made enough money to not have to play football again. But through all these movements, all these marches, it's a temporary fix. And these laws, statutes, and commandments, if you stop drug dealing, stop committing crime against one another, those kind of things will bring this kingdom to a fall. Because why? They no longer are going to profit off our destruction. You know what I mean? And something as simple as the music industry. You got young boys and girls that grow up wanting to play sports, be entertainers. And that's something that Esau has programmed us with, not knowing that, there's more to life than that. Because why? You get caught up in the matrix, meaning the matrix, Esau's tricks and games, meaning you really can't stand for your people. Because why? All these athletes, right? This can change in a second. If what? If every entertainer paid tithes to the ISUPK under Command General Yohana, guess what we can have? We can go back to separating. We wouldn't have to worry about all these curriculums in these schools. Because why? Learning and teaching the Bible is something that can be taught to all of our youth from young. You know what I mean? Officer Yeshai, you there?
So,
You
come
got
on,
anything to
come on,
add to
so.
that?
Salak is you were just mentioning now about separating. I mean, like the Most High is really showing us now where by the tribe of Issachar is getting the brunt of the oppression right now,
Right.
and with all with Issachar not pitching up to the job, with Issachar not at the on the farms. There was a video that went out. I don't know what state was it. I don't know if it's Ohio, Montana, somewhere there. It's like these cattle states where most the the state runs on cattle farming, and the woman said, right? She said yes, we voted for Trump. We wanted to vote for Trump, but now we are we are like they are busy running. When the state is going to run out of money or something, when they say we're going to go bankrupt or something
Come,
because
come.
they have nobody to work their farms, and that is the power of separating. It was a forced separation. Look, the Most High is in control of everything. It is a forced separation. It shows you once we separate from them, this kingdom will crumble instantly. Salakia.
Come. And Obadiah, the first chapter, obviously there's only one chapter. In Obadiah, in verse 10, this is exactly why this kingdom is going to fall, because why? It says, Obadiah chapter 1, verse 10, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. So because of these crimes, for instance, like this border, this wall that Trump adamantly spoke of in 2016, his first term in, bumping Yishakar out. We find out that all these other countries that Esau goes over and takes over, they make the conditions terrible wherever the 12 tribes are at, so they can run to America for cheap labor. So as the generals brought out weeks ago, it's literally a ploy. You know what I'm saying? They need somebody here to work for nothing, right? That is Yeshakar. That is blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, right? But it's crazy how they target our Ishkarite brothers. And for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. And Israel has to
Right.
understand, to speed up this time. You know, Passover last year just happened. Passover is coming up in a month. If the Most High didn't speed up this time, things will be hell. You know what I mean? But Esau knows they're running out of time. It's high time to awake out of sleep, and high time to awake out of sleep. Like voting, each year they campaign. Once again, they bring these entertainers up to blind us. And like in class last night, in class these last couple of weeks, you see them bringing out videos of Esau crying that they voted for Trump. You know what I mean? Uh,
Right.
they can rally, like the Officer Tamayam said, and then General Yohana is going to be having a interview with that Proud Boys guy that got released after they protested and stormed the Capitol. This guy is getting out of prison and going to be doing an interview with the general, right? And it just shows that whenever we try to mimic what the other nations do, like stand up, we just don't know how to stand up the right way. You know what I mean? Select fewer brothers in here in this school, getting on these classes each and every night, telling Esau he's the devil the Bible speaks of, you know, it speaks volumes because you have to let them know of their crimes. You know what I mean? Shame shall cover thee,
Right.
and thou shalt be cut off forever. Um, you want to jump
Come
into
on,
it?
come. Slack the other one.
Go ahead,
I got a precept for this boycott. I don't want.
Khan Khan.
Come. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 14, verse 12. I mean, like, if you want to break it down, I'm sure you with it. Um,
What chapter and verse?
14 and 12. Other one.
14 and 12. I'll read it for you if you want. It's up to you. 14 and 12?
Now, come.
Okay. The book of Proverbs, chapter 14 and verse 12. There is a way which seemeth right unto a man.
Come. There is a way that seemeth right unto man. That
But Khan
that
Khan.
that that. Come. There is a way that seems right unto a man. It seems right that we should live this American dream. You know, it seems right that you know that our oppressor. It seems right that our oppressor is not the devil that the Bible speaks of. It seems right that we should boycott. It seems right that we should, still continue in this society because, you know, if you don't have this Bible, you cannot see further than what the Most High wants for us. And what the Most High wants for us is that this kingdom should fall. But there is a way that seems right. There is a way that seems right unto a man. And what seems right unto a man is that his belly is just full for today. He doesn't think about the future. He doesn't think about his kids. He doesn't think about anything. He just thinks that what he can gain today
Right.
is good for him
Khan
so that
Khan.
he can get these crumbs from his oppressor. That's the way that seems right unto a man. Go ahead, Adawan.
But the end thereof are the ways of death.
And that is why we are dying in this a society like this. The ways thereof is death. It is because we've been hauling at our oppressor, loving him, giving him all our love, giving him everything, giving him our sons and our daughters, giving, just giving, giving, giving. And with that, all that giving, he has not respected us. He has not looked at us with compassion. He has not even had pity on us because he knows that we are, has have been always been a victim. We've always been for 400 years a victim. We've always for 400 years eaten off his table. And because of we eating off his table, our lives is nothing unto him.
Khan Khan. Salaki, if I could, I want to add on to what you said in the first part of that precept. There is a way
Right,
which seemeth right unto a man. So I've heard General Mahyman say our grandparents and great grandparents, they didn't have that opportunity to have this truth, right? So what they got?
right,
They received the Christianity from the oppressor. So guess what they passed down to our parents? Christianity. You know what I
right.
mean? So what seemed right unto them, getting involved.
The hell? Oh shoot.
You're back on live.
Oh,
Okay.
Lord Christ.
Shalom, Lord Christ.
Yo, I don't know what just happened.
You Tawab?
Yeah, I'm too wild.
Okay, Khan Wakan.
Well, you keep going.
Khan Wakan. Officer Yeshua was breaking down Proverbs chapter 14 and verse 12. There is a way which seemeth right unto a man. And what I was saying was General Muhammad brought back a while back in the class was our great grandparents given Christianity from the oppressor. And that way seemeth right unto a man. They passed that down to our parents. We got involved with these pagan holidays, right? Officer Yeshua was talking about we look to take the crumbs from the oppressor. And it's so true because all of their ways, we see it as one up. So a mentality that we adapted is the crab in the barrel mentality. We see the oppressor, they unalive one each other, they unalive one another to climb up in their kingdom. You know what I mean? We
Con.
we see how they play us Israelites against one another, right? Like that whole myth about Yishakar taking all the jobs, right? That's nonsense because why? They work all the jobs that everybody doesn't want to work. So, but the end of but the end thereof are the ways of death. So guess what? Hating your brother in your heart, you're not supposed to do that. That's a commandment, right? That's going to end to death. Wishing harm on your brother is going to end to death. You know what I mean? You can't wish harm on another Israelite that's unaliving. It's just doing the work of the devil, the liar, the deceiver.
Right.
That's it. Go ahead, Otto.
Yeah, right. Shaban, can you like fix the screen for me? Because I'm kind of new to this. Yeah, I don't want to mess nothing up. Yeah, because I see it's like kind of small. Go ahead, Warren.
No, so like I said, I was about to say I'm gonna see what I can do quickly, and you know, see if I can fix the thing. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, man. Y'all had to forgive me, man. I got coming down off a cold. You know what I mean? And man, kind of hard to talk. Yeah, but I'm getting over it. But I'm too wild. Okay. I gotta get back on this subject. This so-called Al Sharpton boycott. Black people need to understand that the Christian church has failed us, and there ain't nothing they can do to fix what's going on in the black community, man. The only thing they can do is to fix the black community is just to give up their authority and leadership. Black people just need to lead the Christian church. Okay, we don't need to let them lead us into doing nothing. Okay, if you want to boycott something, let's boycott the church. Yeah, the hell boycotting Target and all the rest of these stores. Let's boycott that Christian church. Let's start right there, man. That'd be so amazing because the Christian church is the goddamn problem. Okay, once you get rid of them, then we get our neighborhood stores back. And I ain't talking about boycotting the neighborhood stores. I'm talking about replacing them.
Right.
Yeah. Goddamn boycotting. I want to replace it with my people. All right. Yeah. But Yeshaya, I sent you an article about what Al Sharpton is doing. Can you pull it for me? Yeah, I can't stand Al Sharpton. I can't stand Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson and all these damn sellout pastors, man. They ain't no different than P. Diddy or any entertainer, that come on TV, man. They just entertainers. They're not black leaders. Right. All right.
If I leave, Salakia, I was saying if I leave the class and come back in, will it make you get on the big screen?
Let me see real quick, Warrior. Let me see. Maybe I'm doing something wrong.
Salakia.
You put me to the big screen now. You just put it on yourself.
All right. I don't know what to do.
Salakia, Officer Sheba. Can you quickly turn off your camera and see if it's gonna swap other way? Nah, still the same.
It's too wild. I don't know. It's too wild. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
All right. But you got an article, Yeshaya?
Come on, Council. I got it. You want me to read? Come on, Council. The heading is Al Sharpton announces boycott against companies ending DEI practices. Reverend Al Sharpton is urging the public to boycott companies that are cutting their diversity, equity, and inclusion programs, the DEI programs. On Monday, the 20th of January, Al Sharpton announced boycotting during a ceremony honoring the slain leader Martin Luther King, whose official holiday coincided with President Donald Trump.
Inauguration.
Yeah, the inauguration. Stop
Start right
the.
there. Start right there. Now you see that?
Come on.
Now they wanna, protest and don't, wanna fight and act like they doing something, man. The whole time, all Donald Trump gotta be like is you know what? I'll bring back DEI programming. Okay, y'all just calm down. I'll bring it back. And they're gonna go right back to serving master, right back to, please being a man pleaser to these devils. And all they want is some crumbs off Donald Trump table. They're not doing it to empower black people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They're doing it to teach Donald Trump a lesson. But you can't teach Donald Trump a lesson when you working for him. You pastors work for for America. Donald Trump he see it like this. I gave y'all Christians so many benefits. Like he just gave Christians some kind of I forgot what it called. It was like some kind of right that Christians have now. That if you discriminate Christians or something like that, it would be considered like a hate crime. I don't know if y'all ever heard of this, but Donald Trump just came out with it. It left my memory. But Donald Trump in the Black Christian Church, man, you gotta understand that's their boss. You know what I mean? Like us in the truth, we don't care about Donald Trump and the rest of these so-called devils, man. We don't give a damn about it. Okay, we care about our people, and we already have a damn leader. We already have a king. Donald Trump is not our king. We don't look at him like that. We look at him as the oppressor, our enemy. But Al Sharpton and the rest of these sellout coons, they don't look at Donald Trump like that. They look at Donald Trump as my brother is going off, and we still love our brother Donald Trump. we gotta pray for him, but we gotta show him we not no pushovers. Yeah, man, you're more than a pushover. You're a joke.
Right.
The Christian church is a damn joke. And black people need to realize that, man. When you are tired of being a joke and you want to become something serious, come into the ISUPK, man. Okay, this is how you learn how to be serious and no joke at all. Okay, but why would a president take you seriously, man? When you in there jumping up and down, dancing around with a tambourine and crying your eyes out. I mean, why would they respect you anyway? Why?
Right.
Okay. Yeah. So read on, Yeshaya.
Come on. Sharpton said his organization, the National Action Network, is calling on all Americans to boycott companies that no longer support DEI. McDonald's, Meta, Walmart, John Deere, Harley Davidson, Lowe's, and the Ford are among the major companies that have rolled back the DEI policies aimed right-wing pressure.
Man, he said boycott McDonald's, Walmart. Hey, man, I know McDonald's gonna be a major problem for black people, huh?
Yeah, it's a lot here.
Go ahead, Warren.
No, I was about to crack a joke and say, imagine boycotting Popeyes.
Man, but believe it or not, this ain't the first time Christians are talking about boycotting places in America. They boycotted places in the organizations and departments in America during segregation. Y'all know that, right?
Right.
Yeah, and Okay, I'm gonna see if y'all know a little history. When did Black Christians boycott certain organizations in America? Like, what was the department, or what was the the place they boycott in America? Go ahead.
Can you repeat the question? You went out on my side like for like a
Okay,
quick second.
I said, what was the place or department that Black Christians, boycotted a long time ago during the time of segregation?
Oh, Salakia.
Go ahead.
It was what is this thing called? Wasn't it the push card union? Like the push card
Oh, you
where
talking about the poor,
with
the
on the
poor
trains
man,
those
talking about
poor
the poor
Salakia.
man joint.
Kanomkan, that one. Then it was the one with the buses.
There
They
you go.
boycotted the buses as well.
There you go.
Yeah,
So,
Kanomkan.
who? Give me more on the bus. Give me a little bit more.
Kanomkan, sir. Go ahead, sir.
No, I was gonna add on to what he was saying about the bus, but wasn't the whole thing for wages? The whole walk in Washington for wages? That was
Man,
tied in, but not.
believe it or not, okay. Y'all remember Rosa Parks, right? I know y'all remember Rosa Parks.
Come.
Yeah.
Kanomkan.
They boycotted the bus back then with her. But do you believe this or not, or could you believe this or not? Do you know it was a time Black Christians boycotted Christmas?
Didn't know that.
Yeah. What we asking our people to do, it done happened before already in the past. And I think I sent you the article already, right, Ishaya?
Kanomkan. You sent me 2 articles. I don't want
Yeah, read that second one. Yeah, Christians had
the
boycotted.
second.
Yeah, Christians had boycotted Christmas one time, man. Man, I bet you I ain't never know that but it happened.
Right.
Okay, but go ahead and read, Ishaya.
Kanomkan. The heading is what was the Black Christmas boycott
Say that
of in
again.
1963?
Ishaya. No, say it
Kanomkan.
again. Yeah, read that slow because I
The
want y'all to write this down in your notes. I want y'all to remember this. All right? Because this can happen.
Kanomkan.
This can happen all over again, and it can happen forever. All right? We can just get rid of Christmas. The hell of boycotting it. Let's get rid of Christmas. Give it back to the damn oppressor, man.
Right.
All right? But read that again, Yeshaya.
Kanomkan. What was the Black Christmas boycott of in 1963?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Kanomkan. During the winter of 1963, while America was celebrating the holidays, Black people in Greenville, North Carolina decided to take action, challenge challenge the status quo and demand change. This was the birth of the Black Christmas boycott of 1963, also known as the Christmas sacrifice.
Man. Y'all see that? Yeah, man.
Right.
Christians, they knew a long time ago how to hurt America. This is how you hurt America. You drop their Christmas, you drop their Valentine's Day, drop Easter, which coming up real soon. Yeah, this is how you oppress the oppressor. By withdrawing from the program he have established for you. Okay, you gotta withdraw yourself from that programming, man. And they knew what to do. And if you come into the truth, you would, you know what I mean? You ain't gotta wait till Al Sharpton say something. We doing it right now. We don't celebrate Christmas at all.
Right.
Hey, so people got to remind me of the date. So, Christmas and my birthday, all that stuff, man. I don't care about none of that crap. Okay, I put my phone on block. Do not disturb on my birthday, man. Okay, yeah, I don't play them pagan games, man. All right, because that's what's hurting black people. We spend all our money on these unnecessary days, man. We got a nation to save, man. Shalom, Chupacaya. Shalom, Roy. Okay. Give me 1 minute, y'all. Trying to find the scripture. Baba Kashaw. Okay. I'm done with that article right there. Done with the article. I just wanted y'all to see for yourselves, there's no brand new thing under the sun, man.
Right.
Man. All right. Christians don't want to protest when their white daddy don't give them their way.
Right.
When their white daddy don't give them their way, they want to protest and throw little temper tantrums, man. But they're going to go right back to that master table, just like a damn dog. Just like a good old dog, man. That's what the Christians are, man. All right. But let's get Salakia. Let's get Jeremiah 23. Matter of fact, let's get John chapter 11, verse 47. Baba Kashaw.
John, what time?
All right. Y'all let me know y'all got it.
I got it right now, sir.
Go ahead.
Book of John, chapter 11, verse 47.
Mm-hmm.
Then gathered the chief priests and the Pharisees a council and said, what do we? For this man doeth many miracles.
Okay. This is around the time when Christ had resurrected Lazarus from the grave. Everybody's seen this, man. So guess what? A lot of people want to start following Christ and believe in Christ. And Christ was telling everybody to separate from the Pharisees and the Sadducees, man. Okay? And why? Why Christ was telling everybody to separate from the Pharisees and the Sadducees? Because the Pharisees and the Sadducees work for the oppressor. Just like these Christians do. They work for the oppressor. All right? And Christ was teaching this message, the same message we teach a long time ago, to separate from these oppressors and from your people that love to serve the oppressor, man. It must happen. All right? Christians are the modern day Pharisees and Sadducees, all right, of today. That's what they are. They are the modern day Pharisees and Sadducees. Because, I mean, look at what they do. They do the same thing. They're in the same spirit. Okay, read on.
If we let him thus alone, all men will believe on him. And the Romans shall come and take away both our place and nation.
Yeah, the Romans are oppressors. And the Romans set them up and put them in charge to keep Negroes in line. Just like your Christian pastor is set up by the so-called America to keep black and brown people in line. Right. Black and brown people got colonized through the Christian church. Our ways, everything about us, that spirit of the white man came from that Christian church, man, all of that programming. And if these pastors don't, keep us in that spirit, Donald Trump, he'll take away, all their benefits, everything that, America gives to these pastors for doing such a good job, But real.
And one of them, named Caiaphas, being the high priest that same year, said unto them, ye know nothing at all, nor considering that it is expedient for us that one man should die for the people, and that the whole nation perish not.
Mm.
And this
That
spake
one
he.
man should die for the people. I thought Christ died for everybody. It said that this
Right.
one man should die for the people, and that whole nation perish not. That whole nation perish not. Not the whole world. You get what I'm saying? But Christians say they read the Bible. They don't read this Bible. You know, they read them hymns, the music hymns and stuff. They don't read it. They don't read this Bible. You
Right.
know, nah. Go ahead and read.
And this spake he not of himself, but being high priest that year, he prophesied that Jesus should die for that nation,
Mm-hmm.
and not for that nation only, but that also he should gather together in one the children of God that were scattered abroad.
Wow, man. You see that? Yeah, they
Come,
don't they
come.
don't they don't want to teach that, man. Okay. They'll say that's out of context, or you know, they're trying to find some kind of way to get your mind off of that right there. You know, because they believe in unity. They don't believe in separation, you know, segregation. But that's the solution. That's the key. That's the answer. You know, that's
Salaki.
how we're gonna get the black bus back. You know, the hell of you know, these buses that we got now that we got to share with everybody. It was a time where we had a black bus, we had a black hospital, we had a black on black everything, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want. I don't
Right.
want to share. I don't want to share our resources with the other nations. You know, yeah, we need to go back to we have our own society, our own world, and I got to worry about them little white kid going up in these schools and shooting my child up because he get abused at home by his white daddy or something. Ain't no telling. But you know that's what they be doing. Okay, these mass shooters, they come in and shoot our people up, man. They be little white kids, you know. And you gotta worry about your child gonna make it back home, dealing with these oppressed children, man.
Come, come.
Yeah, you
Salaki, Adam,
know.
a quick question for you.
Go
And
ahead.
that in verse 52 it says, and not for that nation only, but that also he should gather together in one the children of God that were scattered abroad. So I know we were dispersed, through the four corners of the earth. How would you break
Mhm.
this down to a Christian right here, this part right here, and not for that nation only? I understand it, but just for teaching purposes right here.
Okay, who got scattered abroad? Like, did
Israel.
the oppressor get scattered?
So the Israelites.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
for the top part, for the first part of the verse, and not for that nation only.
And not for that nation only, but that also should gather in one the children of God that was scattered abroad. Y'all remember what happened to the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom?
Khan. Okay, the split. Khan.
There are two nations, you know.
Khan.
Yeah, you know, back, you know, the Pharisees and Sadducees had a problem with that, man, you know.
Khan.
But Christ said I couldn't bring them back, you know. Yeah, so that's how you break that down.
Okay, Tawada.
All right.
Still okay if I could, or
Go ahead.
can talk. So, I think this scripture also goes very well with that. Uh, oh man. The I think it's Officer Kazatama. He brought out where he brought out the definition or the meaning or something about the word diaspora.
Yeah, uh-huh.
It was diaspora or disperse, where it said he brought that one out. I'm still lucky. I think this would be an excellent precept with that because you know because it says directly who the disperse is. and that definition also says that the Jews that were outside the land of Israel. It
Mhm.
was I think it was not this Monday class, but the one before, where he did a whole thing, where the officer did a whole thing on the Gentile, and I think this is excellent precept to go with that.
All right. All right, man. Yeah. I love this these scriptures right here that I brought out, because it kills all that, Gentiles can be grafted in, and Christ came to save the Gentiles, and it kills all that, because Christians swear that Gentiles can be saved, and Christ died for the Gentiles, and Christ died for the Israelites, that got scattered amongst the Gentiles, that got a Gentile mind. I mean, that's what Christ.
Right.
That's what Christ died, died for, and not just that. If those people if you are Israelite and you don't want to change your life and you don't want to stop sinning, Christ ain't died for you neither. He ain't died for you.
Right.
Christ
Right.
died for Israelites that want to stop sinning, not for Israelites that don't even want to call themselves Israelites, want to keep calling themselves African American, and you hear the good news, you hear that you're the people of God, but you still better suck down that pork chop. You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
still ready to eat all that shrimp, crab, and lobster, and talk about if I'm the Jew, then why we in hell? I don't believe in that crap. Yeah, Christ ain't died for you. Christ ain't died for you. Christ died for the Israelites that have faith, that want to come back,
Right.
and serve the Most High, and not the oppressor. Yeah, so for Black and Hispanics that want to keep serving the oppressor, want to keep serving America, yeah, Christ ain't died for you. All right, Christ ain't died for you to be a sellout. Christ ain't died for you to be a coward. Christ died for us to be soldiers.
Right.
For us to have love for one another. For us to be brothers to each other again, man. All right.
Right.
But if you want to be a part of America and stuff, you'll never learn how to love your brother, man, because America, influence Black people to hate one another, man. And that's why you got to separate from this place, especially that Christian church, man. All right. But finish that scripture out, Shabbat.
John chapter 11 and verse 53. Then from that day forth they took counsel together for to put him to death.
You see that? Yeah, man. They put a council together to unalive our king, man. Why? Because he was teaching Black supremacy. And he was against their white supremacy, man. The Pharisees and the Sadducees, they promoted white supremacy, man. They promoted what the Romans wanted and not what God wanted. All right? Yeah. So we're going to drop that. Okay. Can somebody get me Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 1? Baba Gashal. Let me know you got it.
I got it. Unless somebody else wants to read, I got it.
Slack, yeah, I got another one.
You want me to go ahead?
Before y'all even start right here, there was something else I had in my mind. Do y'all know Donald Trump is talking about giving people the death penalty for selling drugs?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
He need to start in his house first. Who the biggest drug dealer?
Right.
You're damn right, Warren. Yeah. But why all of a sudden they want this to happen now? Why they being so dramatic about it now? You know, because in the 80s, when it was in the black, when it you know, when drugs first hit the black community, you know, crack cocaine and all that, you know, they didn't give a damn. They just watched us die. They just watched black people just fall like a domino effect, man. But now it's a big issue. Drugs is a major issue right now to Donald Trump, to white society. Do anybody know why it's a big issue?
Slocky, sir.
Go ahead.
Slocky.
Y'all go ahead. No matter.
Slocky, I don't want, because it's the oppressor's children that is getting addicted now to the drug.
Mm-hmm. I like that answer. Damn right. Yeah. Anybody else? Anybody else has something to say?
Salakia. Now that he's pinned, so now that he's got the you know, the weed in these dispensaries, you know what I mean? He's pretty much able to go ahead and put a tax on that, and he boxed us out. So now that he's able to do that, he's able to go through and sweep, because guess what? There's still a legal thing going on with the weed in the streets. You know what I mean? It's still an underworld with that, and basically he can hit home. He basically the supplier now. You know what I mean?
Right.
On Front Street, it's no longer a secret that they were having it. You know.
Mm-hmm. That's right. That's right. Anybody else? All right. Yeah, I like y'all answer, man. But most definitely, because white society, children or people are unallowing themselves off that pit now.
Right.
You know, so you go to certain places in Florida, man, the hell with that. You go to the hood in Florida, you will see oppressors, white people, doing a shoulder lean in the middle of the road like this. like they playing Twister or something, you know, all over the place. And the whole time they on fentanyl.
Right.
You know, I mean, look at this being one in position and be like this for an hour. I was like, what kind of drug that is, man?
Right.
And these old oppressors got to ride by and see their people like that, man. Yeah. Of course it's messing with them, man. It's bothering them. Because guess what? What you plan to do to black people, it backfired on you. Now, you have to deal with a worse drug than crack cocaine.
Slocky.
Go ahead, Warren.
Payback is a dog.
Right.
Oh man, yeah, hey man, I love it. I love it. But now he want to give out the death penalty. Okay, so you know our people better be, you know, focused on policing ourselves, you know, and separating from these devils. I mean, like, stop trying to be like them, because now they making you pay for trying to be like them. Okay, all that trying to be like Scarface and Tony Montana, you know, all these devils that used to sell drugs in America and became rich and glorious, you know, you better take your spirit away from that, man, because Donald Trump want to see you dead now. Want to see you dead. All right. But we're gonna drop that. Let's get Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 1.
Book of Jeremiah chapter 23 and verse 1. Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, saith the Lord.
Woe be unto the pastor that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture. What is this talking about, y'all? Y'all talk to me. First of all, we all know woe means what? What do woe mean?
Destruction.
That's right. Danger, destruction, yeah. Most I say destruction is coming to the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture. Okay? What is the scripture talking about?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
It says the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture. So Caesar Borgia, they say he's Christ, right? And then you see that they have all of our people now saying that Christ loves everybody. That can destroy somebody's spirit who's trying to feed into what we're teaching, black supremacy. Because why? That simple lie is painted all over the earth. They cover the faces of the judges thereof. You know what I mean? So that's why the destruction's coming to the past, because they're carrying on that white supremacy by continuing that lie. You know what I mean?
I like that answer. Anybody else?
Salaki.
Go ahead.
There's also, if I could just add on to what the brother just said, this is a scripture against weak, I would say weak and selfish leaders. Because they were supposed to look, because even though they were in a position, like pastors, they are in a position where they should lead the people, but they are not leading the people. They are exploiting the sheep instead of protecting them.
Yeah, damn right. And also, man, we already got scattered,
Right.
with the transatlantic slave trade. We got scattered all over this earth. All four corners of this earth, we got scattered. But damn, when we get to America, we get scattered some more. How we get scattered some more? Dealing with these Christian churches, man. Okay? They scatter you with all they different denominations.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got this Baptist over here. Got this Methodist over here. You know what I'm saying? You got the Pentecostal over here. All right? And they try their best to always go with this different denomination and say we different than the Catholic Church. I'm not like those people over there. Hell, I have no denomination.
Right.
They got all kind of games they play. Our people just scattered all over the place, man. You got some of our people want to be Muslim, want to be the bow tie people with no hair on their face.
Right.
All right. Yeah. But we are scattered in all different type of religions. And this is the main reason why we can't come together. Because you got this people over here believe in what they call the Seventh-day Adventist Church, LNG.
Right.
No matter how you put it, what denomination you follow, if you're a black man or a Hispanic man in America, you still follow an oppressor, because the oppressor created all these denominations that you follow.
Right.
Right.
But these pastors made sure they scatter God's people into all these different religions and think, I ain't gonna say think, but they know they're scattering God's people. They're not bringing them together. Okay? And their job is to keep us all together as one and protect us from these oppressors. Protect us from these white Christians that started all these different religions. Protect us with the truth. But instead, they tell you the truth is a lie. They tell you that the laws of God is done away with. They teach you to hate your power. They teach you to hate your wisdom. But love America wisdom. Love their philosophies and their traditions. And that's why we scattered all over this place, man. All right? And God said destruction is going to come to them for that.
Right.
Destruction is going to come to Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, especially that damn Jesse Jackson, man. Don't y'all know Jesse Jackson is the reason why black people are calling themselves African American? He the one started that garbage.
Oh my God.
African damn American. And Al Sharpton, all of them been sell out for years, man. All of them been scattering God's sheep, man. But that's another way God people is being scattered by calling us, by us calling ourselves African American. Now you think you two places, man, all because of this pastor. Hey, our people might have thought the white man created that. No, it was a black pastor named Jesse Jackson, and it started in 1985. That's when he started that African American, terminology. But before that, we was called black, Negro, color. But guess what? That got to stop, man. That got to stop. But these pastors are a reason that we have all the division. All right, Burrito.
Wakan. Verse 2. Therefore, thus saith the Lord God of Israel against the pastors that feed my people. Ye have scattered my flock and driven them away, and have not visited them. Behold, I will visit upon you the evil of your doings, saith the Lord. And I will gather the remnant of my flock out of all countries whither I have driven them, and will bring them again to their fold.
Slow down now.
Wakan.
Read that again.
And I will gather the remnant of my flock out of all countries.
Out of what?
Out of all countries.
Man, this is in the Old Testament too, man. This is in the Old Testament. The Most High said he gonna gather his people from all countries. But he said he gonna gather his people, not everybody. Somebody had to put their phone on mute because there's a lot of noise going on in the background. I don't know, yeah, it's like it. But read that again.
Wakan. Jeremiah 23 and verse 3. And I will gather the remnant of my flock out of all countries whither I have driven them. And I will bring them again to their folds. And they shall be fruitful and increase.
Yeah, man. Man. And that's the truth of the Bible, man. That's salvation. That's salvation that's promised. And that salvation that is promised is not for everybody, man. It's for the people that is in captivity right now today. Okay? Ain't nobody else in captivity but Black, Hispanics, and the American Indians. We the one that's in captivity that need salvation.
Right.
He damn oppressors don't need no salvation. From what? From themselves? What, from fentanyl? Okay. Well, all they gotta do is start bringing it over here. Start making all these illegal drugs in these colleges and stuff. Whatever you do, whatever you do your little experiment. A lot of times they make these drugs inside these colleges, man.
Oh, God.
A lot of people don't. Go ahead, Warren.
Salaki, I say, yeah, by way of a chemist. You know what
I mean? Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's right, man. Shit, you put my head, man. Yeah, they be all in these laboratories and doing experiments and making these new drugs, and they want to prosecute Black people on something they did not create. You know what? All these, what they call ecstasy pills and we call it Percocets, and all these drugs is coming out, man. A lot of these people don't understand is these oppressors be in these labs creating these drugs, man, and turn around and want to hide their hand like they had nothing to do with it. What Donald Trump says, the DEI. The DEI now. That's a new that's a new terminology now. Anything that happens now, he gonna say DEI.
Right.
All right. Why can't you just say it's you white devils? Yeah. Yeah. That's what they do, man. All right. But let's get what's that scripture in Apocrypha, never trust thy enemy. If y'all got anything to say, man, y'all feel free to say it.
Ecclesiastes 12.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, I
Uh,
think verse 10.
Come on, come. This is. You want me to read? Go ahead, read, other one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Come on, come. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy,
Hmm.
for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness.
That's why it's so important for black people to get away from that church, man, because that church, it teaches us that we can forgive our enemy. And our enemy is our brother. These oppressors is our brothers, and these oppressors is not our brothers, man. They show us all the time that we are not brothers. Okay. That's a very important for black people to understand. You got to stop calling your enemy your damn brother, man. I'm talking about your natural born enemy, the damn oppressor. Okay. But when Christ said, love your enemy, what was Christ talking about, y'all? When Christ said, love your enemy?
Salakia, your neighbor is Black, Hispanic, Native Indian.
Mm-hmm. And why Christ had to say that?
Because we will give our love unto our oppressor,
Mm-hmm.
whoever's in power.
Right. Look, and okay. How can I put it? I'm trying to give you something similar. Okay.
Salakia.
Go ahead, Rory.
No, I was gonna. If I could, I don't want. The reason why Christ had to say, "Love your enemies," even though that was a commandment, like in the Old Testament, that you should love your brother as yourself.
Mm-hmm.
We weren't doing that at that time because of the oppression. Uh, what is it? Case in point, the brother that was at the pool where the angel shook the water, the what they call it, Bethesda,
But
and instead of showing the bad, as it the pool of Bethesda, where the angel shook the water and everybody ran in to get healed if the angel troubled the water.
mm-hmm.
So the brother was laying there, but instead of helping that brother in, those that could walked over him instead of helping the brother that couldn't walk into that pool because he was just laying there unable to get into that pool. And those that might just have had, like, maybe say for instance a cold, or he had a sore foot, or he didn't have the ailment that brother had.
Right.
Christ had to say you had to love your enemy, because the oppression that the Romans had us under with our sellout leaders made your own people your enemy at that time, because you couldn't fight the Romans, but there was your brother that you could fight, which which was easier to take your frustration out on, instead of fight the Romans, which would unalive you, your family, or could unalive the whole nation if they wanted to.
Right. Yeah, you hit right on the head too. It's so easy to attack your own people, somebody that look like you, but it's hard
Come on,
for us.
come on.
It's hard for us to love each other, like we supposed to, and come together and separate from America. Back then, during the time of Christ, it was the Romans, but believe it or not, America is just Rome all over again, man. All right, but read that again from the top, Yeshaya.
Come on, come on. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, For like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
Mm. Just like, hey, man, just like an iron rusteth, so is his wickedness, man. I mean, you can't trust him because he gonna mess you over. He gonna betray you.
Right.
Now the Bible tells you this all from the front to the back. All right, about these oppressors, these other nations that will never be at peace with you, you know, or look at you as an equal because it's not in their spirit. Okay, what knows inside of their spirit, inside of their spirit, they want their people to rule, to be in charge. You know, that was the side of their spirit. And are they wrong for that, y'all? Are they wrong for want to see their people prosper and thrive on this earth? Because you know,
Oh,
black people think that the other nations, you know, can't think that way. And they think that the other nations don't think that way, but they do.
Right.
All right. But we had to get inside.
Karon Khan. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemies, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
Yeah, man. He bound to show you how he really feels, his true intentions. Okay, what he really hiding from you. He'll smile in your face and tell you, "Hey, man, I love everybody. Let's join together." You know, and then as soon as that devil get in that seat, look at what he doing. Look at what he doing. I mean, man, I'm talking about as soon as the inauguration was over with, Donald Trump went to work. Every time I get up out my bed in the morning, I'm seeing some damn new law he's creating. Some new law that's against black people, man.
Right.
But guess what? That was black Christians get for voting. How they get for voting, man? All right. But I'm gonna have Ishaya read y'all this article, right? About that people receiving a death penalty, you know, for selling drugs. And I'm gonna let y'all see what this devil actually, you know, saying out of his mouth. And what is his mentality, man? Like, man, because this Donald Trump is a whole different type of devil, man. He's a new level type of devil. I mean, man.
Right.
But do what happen, man. Do what happen when you don't listen to the Lord, man. All right. But go ahead and read that, Yeshaya.
Karon Khan. Shalaka, if I could, I don't want while I pull this thing, while I pull the article. Like we're going into the feast of Purim,
All right.
and Donald Trump has very similar qualities to the what's his name, Haman. Like Haman
Yeah.
already got he already got he already got promoted, you know, within the kingdom, but he still wanted niggas to bow down to him, even though he already was at that high position. To get that high position wasn't enough for him. Niggas still had to bow down also because he had the high position. And now that niggas didn't want to bow down, now he wants to start killing niggas because guess what? He's putting now in place this, what you call it, this death penalty thing,
Mm-hmm.
because he knows that we won't just lay down and because what we did the protests, we did the boycotts. Slakia, this thing don't want to open another one.
Oh, it's not opening?
And come on, so I don't know what's going on here. but it did the same like last week. One of those. Not last week, the week before. But it's not opening. So let me just try something else.
Just type in Donald Trump new law or death penalty on drugs. Just type in that. Okay.
Come on.
But I like that you brought out, Haman in the Feast of Purim, because that's coming up like what, a couple more days or a week.
Next week.
13th.
Come on.
13th. What the day is? The 5th, right? So that's 8 more days. Yeah, 8 more days, and that's a 2-day feast, right?
Come.
Okay, man. I love the Feast of Purim, man. The Feast of Purim, man. Man, it's like it shows you. It shows you, man, that it's so important to never trust your enemy and to always watch these devils, man. You know what I mean? To always watch. Haman was a Amalekite. I don't know if y'all know what an Amalekite is. A Amalekite is the
Jewish man.
So-called. What you say, warrior?
Slack, sir. He's a Jewish man.
Yeah, it's a Jewish man. A Jewish man. Okay, but these are the same people that Saul was supposed to, unalive like God told him to, but he didn't unalive all of them like he's supposed to. Now we gotta deal with these damn devils. These damn small hats. I call them small hats. All right, and Haman was one of them. All right, and I don't know. Do y'all know what Purim means?
Slack.
Go ahead.
It means to cast lots, like the.
I mean, you right, but this say lots, because Purim means lot, but Purim means lots. Okay.
Come on.
Yeah, and when you cast lot, what you doing? You rolling dice. Okay. And why is this feast called Purim or casting lots? What happened with Haman? And the Jews. What's so important about them casting the lots, casting the dice?
If I could, I'd want. I just read it the other day. That they were like when Naaman, when he got that decree, when he, conspired for that decree that all Jews should be unalive. If I don't know who, I don't remember exactly, but if I could like say it like this, that they cast lots on who could destroy Israel in certain cities.
Yeah.
Come on, Council.
Yeah. I mean, that's how it went down with Haman. All right, yeah, right. Okay, but he got caught up in his nonsense. Got caught up, because you know what Esther did. Esther had went to the king, and the king found out what that devil was doing, and that devil got hung. Most High in Christ.
Right.
But did you find that article yet, Warrior?
Kind of concert. It opened eventually.
Oh, it opened up.
Kind of concert. I got it ready.
Go ahead.
Trump says he's ready to impose the death penalty on people who sells illicit drugs, calling policy very, very humane. Salakia. Trump is again Donald Trump is again promoting his support for the end of executing people who are currently selling illicit drugs, calling it very humane policy to prevent overdose death that he's ready to implement. Salaki.
Go ahead. Continue.
He also Salaki. He also Salaki. My English is now horrible. He also Salaki.
You want me to pick it up for you?
Come on, guys.
Okay, I got you, Warrior. He also ambitiously projected that his administration will cut drug use in the U.S. by 50% during his new term by launching an aggressive advertising campaign to warn Americans about the harms of substance misuse. All right. During a White House event with governors from across the U.S. on Friday, South Carolina Governor Henry McMaster told Trump about his concerns with fentanyl trafficking. That's what it's all about. Okay, fentanyl. All right. he said. I mean, he says a war on drugs, but it's really a war on fentanyl, man. Okay, because fentanyl is unaliving his people.
Right.
All right, and this Negro's getting rich off unaliving his people. He don't like that.
Right.
Right. I mean, you see them all downtown where I live at, man. You see them all downtown, man, Florida, man. Like, I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. I mean, these oppressors, man, like they be having tents right by the railroad tracks. You know, they ain't gotta live like that, but they gotta have that fentanyl.
Right.
You know, I see one devil, man. You know, he used to be on the fentanyl, but this time I guess he was sober. You know, and he wanted to fix so bad he was doing a handstand, man. He was doing a handstand on Wawa. Yeah, what they call Wawa. That gas station called Wawa. He was doing a handstand up there. And when he was done doing the handstand, he was like, "Hey man, you got $2 or $3, man." I'm like, man, you know, I don't give devils my money. You know, I don't care. You do 50 push-ups, 100 push-ups. I don't give devils my money, man, because you don't have to be out here. Why don't you just go to your community and ask for money? But they know better.
Right.
They know that better. For some reason, when these devils want to get high, don't want to pay no rent, and want to be homeless and don't take no bath and be dirty and want to sleep in the tent, you know, and want to just live off begging people for money, they don't stay out there in that white community. They come to the black community because they know we're going to show them some compassion.
Right.
We don't give that white homeless man some money before we give it to that black homeless man. And that's crazy to me, man. Because them devils don't have to be out there. They're out there because they want to get high. They're not out there because they're really homeless. Them damn white oppressors that are homeless in the ghettos are out there because they love to get high. Damn it.
Right.
You know, and I'm not giving them my money. All right. But Donald Trump, hey man, he got clean up his community, man. He got clean up white society, and he got to get rid of the fentanyl. You know, and that's what it's all about. You know, hey, I mean, I'll say a good job because I don't agree with the fentanyl drug neither, but I don't agree with the death penalty neither. You know, I don't agree with that, especially when it's your people that started it. You know,
Right.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. You know, that I think that's too harsh of a judgment. You know, but that's the way they operate. You know, and best believe it's going to be black and brown people that's receiving that death penalty, not his people.
Right.
All right, but do anybody got anything else to say or anything else to bring out?
Salaki, if I could bring out a precept about this one.
Go ahead.
Salaki, I don't want. If I can get if I could read the book of Jail, chapter 17, verse 18,
You
right?
have broke up a little bit. What you have said again?
The book of Salaki. If I could read the book of the scripture in the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 18.
Go ahead.
Come. Let them be confounded that persecute me, but let not me be confounded. Let them be dismayed, but let not me be dismayed. Bring upon them the day of evil and destroy them with double destruction. Salaki, if I could, I don't want that. I would just want to bring up that this this fentanyl is destroying Esau, and you know, with the opioids and the heroin, it's destroying them in their kingdom. But guess what? They're gonna get it even double in the new kingdom when in when we are ruling. So they're getting destroyed here, and they're serving out their punishment in the kingdom. That's their double destruction for their Marwan. Slaki.
All right, man. Read that scripture again.
Khan. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 18. Let them be confounded that persecute me, but let not me be persecuted. Let me not be confounded.
And
Let them be dismayed.
what do confounded mean?
Like it to be like confused.
Mm-hmm. And read that from the top again.
Khan. Khan. Let them be confounded that persecute me,
Mm-hmm. That's right. Let
but
them
let not. But
let them be confused. Let them be confused that persecute me. You know, that drop drugs off of my neighborhood in the 1980s and 70s. You know, first it was the heroin, then it was the crack. You know what I'm saying? You know, that heroin worse than crack.
right.
Everybody talking about the crack in the 80s. What about the heroin in the 70s and the 60s, man? When our people went to the Vietnam War and they came back scratching like Ray Charles, man. What about that? Yeah.
Right.
It been the war on drugs with us, man. No? But let them be confounded. Let them be confused. They thought they were going to knock us off, you know, off the map with the drugs that they put on us. But now look at them. Now they don't know what to do. Know what I mean? Now because
Come,
we're dropping like flies, they want to see us die because they die.
Right.
Man, read on.
come. But let not me be confounded.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't be
Let
confused.
them.
We shouldn't be confused. We should know exactly what's going on. It's called
Right.
payback.
Right.
It's called the backlash. You know, what you had planned for me, it happened to you. It happened to
Right.
you double, triple, and I love it. So we shouldn't be confused of what's happening. We shouldn't be confused when we see them out there on that fentanyl. We should
Right.
know exactly But what is the punishment? Why this is going down like that? All right, read on.
Khan. Let them be dismayed,
Mm-hmm.
but let not Khan, but let not me be dismayed.
Keep going.
Bring Khan, bring upon them the day of evil and destroy them with double destruction.
Man, and we see this place falling right before our eyes. We see these people suffering right now before our eyes. Before World War III even hit, before we see the bomb hit America and destroy the place in 1 hour, we see them get tortured right now. And I love it. Don't y'all love it?
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Khan,
man.
most
You know how many,
impressed.
you know how many family members that I had that fell victim to crack cocaine, man?
Right.
Yeah. And we had to swallow that up. Take it in the chest. We had to roll with it. You know? Yeah, my uncle, he died off, heroin or crack cocaine. And, hey man, I miss my uncle, but I had to chop it up. We had to live with it. But they can't live with it. They can't live with it, man. they want to see us die. They want to see the death penalty, man. But hey, that's how them devils think, right? But guess what?
Right.
Christ gonna come back before all this stuff Donald Trump plan on doing, and all the rest of the oppressors plan on doing, like trying to make us pay for the things that they have done. I mean, these drugs that's in America is their doing. Why should we pay for that? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's their doing. Yeah, but that's America for you, man. All right. But anybody got anything else to say?
Wow, sir.
All right. With that, it's 8:51. All right. And I'm gonna get the class over to preaching officer Yeshaya. And I'm gonna have my microphone on mute because this cold still messing with my voice, y'all. Yeah. I had to try my best to push through it. All right. Shalom. Shalom.
Shalom, Yabba Shem Shem Ketam.
Mm-hmm. Yeshaya,
Salaki, sir.
you got the announcements?
Khan, sir. I was about to read them.
Okay, go ahead.
Khan, ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK, started out on 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. Rule for new brother or sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to check themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister have an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which a brother or sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, a brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, we'll find it in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and in the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 to verse 10, means tenth in the Hebrew, which means Asherah. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give it to the treasury department or teacher. A priest fund, which is a free will offering for the priest, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like, upcoming holy convocations is which is on the Salakia, which is on the 14th and 15th day of the 12th month. That is Thursday and the 13th and 14th of March 2025. If any brother wants to become a trooper in the school, start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headbands, and scarf. And with that, we're going to say, I'm Madyam. We're going to stand up a courtesy salute to the teacher in the class. Men of Israel, I'm Madyam. I'm Madyam Shabbat. I'm Madyam. Barak. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yal Shai Barakatam.
Abashim Yasha
Yajim
Barakah.
Yajimata. We're going to set up a courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, turn and face the sisters. Sisters stand. Men of Israel, Al-Madyam Shabbat. Madyam. Barak. Yahweh Shema Alatam Ba'ashim Yal Shai. Yajimata. Class dismissed.
Shalom, Israel.
Love.